everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jill, otherwise known as the Enlightened Target, and this channel is devoted to narcissistic abuse awareness and recovery, parental alienation, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and anything and everything associated with those three main topics. Today we are talking about what you can expect when the narcissist knows that you're on to them. So if you're considering outing the narcissist or exposing the narcissist or just letting the narcissist know that you know what they are, today I'm going to tell you exactly what you can expect. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I would like to invite you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Okay, so today we're talking about what you can expect the narcissist to do if they know you're on to them, or if you're planning on exposing them or outing them in any way. Before you do that, it's very important that you understand what the likely outcome will be. First of all, narcissists are fiercely protective of their false self, their false reality that they've created, this false belief they have of perfection and superiority, this narrative that they have created in their mind. They are not ever interested in hearing anything or any other version of reality that does not support this false self and the beliefs that they hold about themselves. And when that is in jeopardy to them, it feels like a life or death situation. They are terrified of exposure. And because these people lack impulse control, empathy, or any feelings of guilt or remorse, this can be a very, very dangerous time for the victim. The narcissist knows in order to get back to feeling safe and secure in their make-believe world, that they must establish control and power over you. The first thing you can expect the narcissist to do is hit you with tons and tons of gaslighting. If they believe you're on to them, they're going to do whatever they can to change and manipulate your new beliefs. And they do that with gaslighting. They will try and convince you that you're wrong about them, that you didn't see what you saw, that you didn't hear what you heard. Your interpretation is wrong. Your mind is operating incorrectly. Your mental health is slipping. But they are the same wonderful, perfect person they've always been, and you are the problem. It's not them, it's you. They want to get you confused. They want to get you to a point of second guessing your conclusions. They want you to doubt yourself by whatever means necessary. So everything goes back smoothly to the status quo. If you are in a relationship with this person, you can count on part of the gaslighting consisting of love bombing. They will lay on the love bombing thick. They want to get you back under their spell ASAP, and one of the best ways to do that historically for the narcissist is by utilizing love bombing. Secondly, you can count on them using projection. All narcissists are brilliant when it comes to using projection, which is that they blame you for the exact things that they are guilty of. All of the abuse you are now guilty of. All of the lies you are now guilty of. All of the horrible personality traits you now possess. They literally project all of their sins onto you. They may actually even call you a narcissist. They'll call you selfish and horrible. You're the narcissist now, but they will project what they are guilty of onto you. Number 3, they are going to use and exploit as much pity and guilt as they can possibly get out of you. For example, they might try and say that you know them, you know their heart, you know they're not capable of being that type of person. Or they might say things like, my childhood was so abusive and I wouldn't be like this if my parents had, actually loved me. Life has just been so unfair and cruel and horrible to them that it's no wonder they have some problems. And if you would just love them the way they deserve, if you could just show them the compassion and empathy that no one else ever has, then things would be okay. However they do it, but you can count on tons of guilt and pity plays. Number 4, they will try and scare you. They will try and put the fear of God into you. Remember, they've been playing, manipulating, and exploiting your vulnerabilities for a very long time. They know what your weak spots are. They might say things to you like, "You'll never find anyone else to love you," or you're too old to ever find anyone else, or "You can't make it in the world without me," or my money. Whatever you are insecure or vulnerable about, they will try and manipulate those things using fear. Number 5, they will become the victim. You can count on this. They are going to try and convince you in whatever possible way they can into getting you to believe that they are the victim of life in general, or the victim of your abuse, or the victim of their childhood, or the victim at their job, but they will be the victim. And actually, the one they typically go to is that they're the victim of you and your dysfunction or abuse. It never ceases to amaze me how often that happens. Now, all of a sudden, you're the abuser and they're the victim. And everything would be just fine if you would just stop with the abuse that you've subjected them to for so long. But one way or the other, you can count on them becoming the victim. Number 6, they very well could go into a narcissistic rage. Remember, narcissistic rages follow narcissistic injuries. And when you start to figure out they aren't who you thought they were, and you in fact believe that they're a narcissist, that's a huge narcissistic injury on a very deep level. So you can expect and plan on them exploding and going into a violent rage over this one. Number 7, they'll most likely bully you. This might be in the form of threats, stating that you keep your mouth shut about what you think they are or else, or bullying you about something from your past, or mocking you and making fun of you that you're so stupid to have come to such a ridiculous conclusion. But there is a high probability of them bullying you to get you in line with what they want, which is to be subservient, ignorant, enabler of whatever they want to be and do. Number 8, they're going to use something called leveling. Leveling means they will try and equate their character and deeds to yours. So they're going to try and get you to believe that something you did in the past is just as bad, if not worse, than the things that they have done. This is a bait and trap situation, and my advice to you is to laugh in their face and not take the bait. I don't care what you've done in the past. If you're an empath and in a relationship with a narcissist, there is no possibility anything you have ever done could equate to what the narcissist is guilty of. However, because we are empaths, it's usually pretty easy for the narcissist to get us to consider and even accept this comparison as truth. Don't take the bait. This is a trap just like everything else. Number 9, if they get to the point and they realize that you know what they are, and there's no hope of pulling the wool over your eyes again and get you in line, then they will move on to the smear campaign, if they haven't already. They are going to go to anyone and everyone they can and spread rumors about you and try and contaminate everyone's feelings and beliefs about you. They might tell people that you're the narcissist, or you're the abuser, you're crazy or mentally unstable is always a favorite one of theirs. But you can count on a nasty smear campaign during this time. Number 10, they might try and blackmail you. This is an unfortunate reality some victims are going to have to deal with. They might threaten to call your work and say nasty, horrible things about you to get you fired, or if you don't do what they want. They might threaten to call your family and cause all kinds of problems. A lot of times the narcissist will go to your family members and try and turn them against you in an effort to punish you and keep you isolated. But don't for 1 minute think that these people are above blackmail, you or anyone else, because they aren't. These people are only interested in what they want and winning. And if blackmail can get the job done, that's just fine with them. Number 11, all abusers use something called DARVO, which stands for Deny, Attack, Reverse Victim, and Offender. It's basically the formula they use to blame their victim for what has happened, and they become the victim of you. Most sexual predators will use DARVO when caught. So they will deny it happened, attack the victim's credibility or reputation, and make themselves the victim and the victim the offender. And narcissists are famous for using this simple formula. What's important for you to remember, if and when you see this happening to you, is that you do not react with emotion or by getting defensive. That's exactly what they want you to do. Instead, say, nice attempt at using DARVO. Better luck, next time with your next victim. In closing, it's really important that you have support during this time period from people who know what you're going through, because you're going to be struggling with the trauma bond and cognitive dissonance on top of everything else. So your mind's likely to play tricks on you for a while, going back and forth between, yes, he or she is a narcissist, to being very unsure of yourself again. And that's an after effect of psychological abuse. So you need support from people who can help keep you grounded in the true reality. So whether you get help from a narcissistic abuse coach like myself, or an educated therapist, or a narcissistic abuse recovery support group, but please reach out for support during this time. That's critically important to your recovery and keeping you safe. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone.